Hey Lawn Care Nation, so I wanted to do a quick update video on the Exmark Commercial 30S series. It's been a few months now that I've been using it. You can see here it's obviously looking a lot more filthy than it was in those previous videos that I did. I've used it quite a bit. In fact, it's probably been my main mower, I'd say, for the past few months. I've tried to focus and do most of my properties with the Commercial 30. Okay, so with that being said, I did want to keep you guys updated on a couple of things with this mower that I talked about in my last review video. So the first thing is with what I suspect is a fuel venting issue. I talked about how occasionally when mowing with this mower, it would turn off or act like it's running out of fuel. I discovered that if I go and crack the gas cap open, the mower will start running again. The RPMs start to rise up and it starts to run as normal again. So that obviously is a venting issue. It's not something that happens every single time. It's quite intermittent. You can go weeks without it happening, and then all of a sudden one day it'll just start happening. So it's not a huge issue, and cracking the gas cap open, like I said, gets it to run properly again. But I did notice something when refueling the tank this morning, so let's have a look at that. So when I was refueling it this morning, I noticed when I took the gas cap off that if you take a look at the actual seal there, you can see there's a bit of a gap on this side, and there's actually, if you look closely there, I don't know if I can use my finger to pull it, but it actually has a crack in the rubber seal that goes from here all the way to this side here, where on this part of the gas cap, the rubber seal is absolutely perfect. It has no issues or no cracks, where this side you can see it's completely deformed and all cracked. So I'm not sure if that's what's causing some of the venting issues, but nonetheless, it's something that happens occasionally, and that could be part of the problem, and will be something that I'll need to investigate further. Now, the other point that I wanted to bring up was in my review video, I talked about how a lot of people complain about this mower's deck clogging up with grass clippings, particularly in wet grass. And I did a whole bunch of videos, 6 of them, showing mulching and mowing wet grass and mowing tall grass. And in each of those videos, I never had an issue with the deck clogging. So now I can report that after a couple of months, I do see a little bit of a difference, that the deck does clog easier now, or at least the grass buildup is a lot more now than it was during those initial few weeks with the mower. Basically wrote it off as the mower being brand new, that deck underneath was brand new, smooth, it's painted, and stuff doesn't stick as much. As the mower has gotten a lot more hours on it, and you inevitably lose paint underneath, you get dings and chips and things in that finish, stuff sticks a lot easier, and that's what I'm attributing to the issue now. It's still not an issue for me in terms of I can't get through a lawn because the deck is clogged up in wet grass or anything like that. It still mows perfectly fine, but I do notice that buildup more now after a few months versus when it was brand new. And also, of course, when you go to clean out that deck, if you're not getting every bit or part of grass buildup that's in there, those are just spots where once you start mowing, that grass buildup is going to collect in those areas again. The other thing I think that contributes with this mower versus, say, a standard commercial 21-inch mower is the fact that this has those Gator style blades, and those just mince up those grass clippings. Even if you're bagging, the grass clippings are so much finer. So if there's any sort of chlorophyll or moisture or all that stuff that's in that juicy sort of wet grass clipping, it turns it more into a pulp than just a clean cut and bagging that grass. So I think that contributes a lot to the grass buildup on this particular type of mower or deck, is those Gator style blades versus a standard like high lift blade that is there just strictly for bagging. So I think between the two, between just the deck sort of paint finish wearing out, grass buildup in corners and stuff, if you don't get all of it, just a lot more areas in that middle area. On a commercial 21 you've just got a round sort of donut, so the grass only has one direction to go in. With this, with the twin blades, you got that center section where grass can inevitably start to build up, and you put that together with those Gator style blades, and I think that's where some of that is happening. Again, for me, it's still not an issue. Even at this time of year, where we're coming off some really wet grass, I've had an unusual amount of moisture, and now just hitting the really dry season, I've had to clean out the deck maybe once a week, where I've needed to actually go with a scraper and clean it out. But like I said, I have noticed that buildup more now than when it was previously, when it was brand new. So, besides those couple of minor little things that I've got my eye on, the mower's been performing flawlessly. Like I said, I've been using this mower as predominantly my main mower the last few months, making a point of using it as much as possible to get as many hours as I can on it, in preparation for when I get the X series version, so I can do some proper comparisons. Yeah, it's been a really fantastic mower for me in my sort of situation where I'm servicing small city type properties. And I thank you guys too for your comments and your feedback on these videos. You guys have been sharing your experiences as well, and letting me know to keep my eye on things like that deck issue with grass buildup, as well as keeping my eye on things like the belts, and making sure that those are tight and the tension is proper on those for this particular model as well. And I can report that so far, at least 2 months in or so, and putting a ton of hours on this, that the belts are still fantastic looking and still very right and tight and just perfect in that department. So that's it for this one, guys. Just a quick update on the Exmark Commercial 30 S-Series mower. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of these Exmark Commercial 30 type mowers, and if you'd consider using one in your lawn care business. So that's it for this one, guys. Here's to wishing you guys all overwhelming success and freedom in your lawn care business. Bye for now.